Namaskar, this is Seshu Chira. Welcome you all back to Hamska Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the Mongol invasions. What was the impact of Mongol invasions in the Delhi Sultan's rulers? Genghis Khan invaded Transsaxonia in northeast Iran in 1219. So you can see the area here, the Transsaxonia, which is here in this region, which was in the northeastern region of Iran. So in 1219, he invaded this region. So the Mongols attacked on Delhi Sultanate increased during the reign of Alauddin Khalji and in the early years of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So the Mongol invasions were there during the time of Alauddin Khalji and also during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now these two rulers have adopted different techniques of how to fight or how to stop the Mongolian invasion. Let us see how these two kings handled the Mongol invasions. First, let us look at Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin Khalji was a very strong and effective ruler of his time. He was attacked twice by the Mongolians, one in 1299 to 1300 AD and the second one from 1302 to 1303. As a defensive measure, now Alauddin Khalji realized that he cannot attack them, but he wanted to defend his kingdom from the Mongolian invasions. So, first step, what did he do is, he raised the standard army. He increased the number of army. For that, he constructed a new garrison town named Siri for his soldiers. So as he increased the number of soldiers, so he need to give accommodation to them. So he constructed a new garrison town named as Siri for his soldiers. Apart from this, Alauddin Khalji also used to take care of providing food for the soldiers. So he always used to take care of providing proper food for them. So for giving food for them, as the army has been increased, he need to find out a source of revenue for that. So in order to find the source of revenue, they used to collect taxes from the lands between Ganga and Yamuna region as 50%. They used to collect taxes between Ganga and Yamuna between region lands 50% from the peasants to feed the soldiers. And he also used to pay soldiers salary in cash rather than in iktas. Because in the previous part of the lesson, we learned that the ikta system was prevailing and soldiers were paid from the taxes which are collected from the iktas by iktadar, and the records are being sent to the emperor. So Alauddin Khalji's kingdom, when Alauddin Khalji was the king of the Delhi Sultans, he was attacked how many times? 2 times. One, 1299 to 1300. The second one, 1302 to 1303. As a defensive measure, now Alauddin Khalji has to come up with certain methods how he can defend it. He never thought of attacking them. So he only was planning of defensive measures. So Alauddin Khalji's plan was defensive. First step, what did he raise? He increased the standing army. Second step, what did he do? He has constructed a new garrison town. You need to underline this point. Garrison town. garrison towns are temporary constructions. So here he is building a temporary town for his soldiers, and he also paid soldiers the cash salaries rather than in the Ikta system, and also he increased the taxes in the lands between Ganga and Yamuna region and has used that particular amount to feed the soldiers whom he has increased. So now Alauddin Khalji, so we learn now that Alauddin Khalji has facing attacks from the Mongolians. How many times he faced the attack? 2 times. So once he realized that he cannot attack the Mongolians, but he need to defend his kingdom, so Alauddin Khalji started to develop a plan here. What is the plan that he is looking at is, we'll increase the army so that when they try to attack us, we will have more number of soldiers to defend us. So we can have a defending mechanism, so that we need to increase the number of soldiers. So he started to increase the number of soldiers. So once he started to increase the number of soldiers, he need to look at where to accommodate them. Where do we keep them? So he built a new garrison town. Garrison towns are temporary setups. So where he built them, and he started to put the soldiers there. While he's putting the soldiers there, he also started to think of how can we provide food for these soldiers, because it's his responsibility. So he initiated the taxation increase in the most fertile regions, the Ganga and Yamuna lands. The lands between Ganga and Yamuna region are the most fertile regions. So from there they started to collect 50% tax, and that tax is being used to feed the soldiers. And also he decided to pay the salaries of the soldiers in the form of cash. Earlier it was not paid in the form of cash, it was paid in the form of iktas, but now in order to give salaries for everybody, he decided he will pay it in the form of cash. So like this, Alauddin Khalji has developed a mechanism to counter the Mongolian invasions. Now, apart from this, soldiers would buy their supplies from merchants in Delhi, because they are stationed in the areas close by to Delhi. So it is feared that the merchants would raise the prices. The merchants would raise the prices. In order to stop this, Alauddin Khalji controlled the prices of the goods in Delhi. See, he has a lot of foresightedness. As soon as he gets the knowledge or a hint of what is going to happen, he will definitely consider that and make a counter step to stop that particular problem in persistence. So here, as Alauddin Khalji got the information that the merchants can definitely raise the price of the goods, because most of the soldiers are stationed in Delhi and they are forced to come to the Delhi merchants. So immediately Alauddin Khalji controlled the prices of the goods in Delhi. Prices were carefully surveyed by the officers, and merchants did not sell at the prescribed rates were punished. So he made a strict step of arrangement that in case if any merchant failed to sell the product at the required cost or the fixed cost, he will be punished severely. Alauddin Khalji had also maintained certain administrative measures which are quite successful and which are praised by the chroniclers in his reign for cheap prices and also the efficient supplies of goods in the market. So Alauddin Khalji was very successful in stopping the Mongolian invasions. He has raised the standard of army, increased the number of army. He built the garrison towns. At the same time, he paid their salaries in cash. He also looked forward and he reduced the cost of the goods in Delhi and maintained a set of officers to carefully monitor and survey how the merchants are selling it. And these all details are mentioned for us in the chroniclers who have maintained the record of this one and especially praised Alauddin Khalji for his very good monitoring of the cost of the commodities and efficient supply of goods. He, in this way, taking all these steps, was successfully withstood the threat of Mongol invasions during his reign. I hope you all understood how did Alauddin Khalji withstand the Mongolian invasions. Please consider subscription. Thank you for watching.